In this limit here, we're dealing with a more complicated indeterminacy, because if we substitute x by 1, what we have in the first fraction is 1 divided by 0, so that's infinity. And here you also have 2 divided by 0, which is also infinity. So we have an infinity minus infinity indeterminacy here. However, it's not very difficult to guess. The first thing we need to do is to multiply and divide by the conjugate of this, right? Because there's a square root here. There's a difference, right? And involving a square root. So let's do this as a first step. Okay, and then we have, in this first fraction, we have the square root of x plus 1 here. And down here, we have the square of this minus the square of this, which is x minus 1, right? Then we have 2 over x minus 1, and now we have the same denominator, so we just have a single fraction. So it's the limit when x goes to 1 of the square root of x plus 1 minus 2 divided by x minus 1. All right? Okay, but you have 1 minus 2, and this is just minus 1, so we can replace this by minus 1. Okay? Again, now we have an indeterminacy, but this time is a nicer indeterminacy, because this is an indeterminacy of the type, 0 divided by 0, okay? And again, there is a square root involved in a difference, so again, we can apply the trick of the conjugate. So we multiply and divide by the conjugate there, okay, and we get the difference of the squares, which is x minus 1 here, and in the denominator we have x minus 1, right? And then we also have the square root of x plus 1, which is the conjugate of the numerator, right? But now the annoying factor, which is this one, okay, in the denominator cancels out. And finally, we have this simple expression for the limit, square root of x plus 1, when x goes to 1. And now it's very easy to calculate. Just substitute this by 1. We have 2 in the denominator, so this limit is simply 1/2.